As we told you, these teams have been waiting a long time. We showed you those calendars, and they all lead to tonight in Atlanta. And that'll bounce through the end zone. There will be no return from Dante Smith.
See if he can do some damage on the outside and deep against the secondary.
Sims in trouble. Tries to get away and does so. Kept his footing. Looking for the first down and more. Jeff Sims.
And he runs right through the arms of one of the best sackers in the land. Look at Rumpf separate, get off the blocker, but it's all for naught. He misses, and then Shaka Hayward misses his fresh set of downs. That's impressive.
7.5 sacks on the season for Rumpf. Couldn't wrap up Sims. Breaking through the line. This is Gibbs. Gibbs to the 10 and to the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs. Georgia Tech touchdown.
The big guys up front. We talked about a fast start being
61 yards, James.
Wow, look at the big guys, a body for a body. They talk about the offensive line, the changes around here. Looking pretty physical early on. A couple big-time rushes on offense. It's similar in the sense that they both needed that break. They both needed to reset and work a little bit.
Brice ripped to the turf. Caleb Oliver.
Matter which game you turn on, just watch the right side of your screen here. Just nobody's going to be there at all as turning right into the face of Caleb Oliver. It's a very aggressive, fast defense where they got to get off the field on a 3rd and long.
It's 3rd and 15. That pass nearly intercepted over the middle by David Curry. Just 36% on the season on 3rd down, 13th in the conference. But that appears to be enough just beyond the 20-yard line.
That defensive line is as good as you get, not just in the ACC, one of the better defensive lines in the country. They need to be physical with their offensive line gets a run.
Sims' pass will sail out of bounds. James, let's take a look at your impact players tonight. From the 26. Sims a little play fake. He got away the last time, but not this time around. But he's wrapped up. Shaka Hayward in there to take down the QB for Georgia Tech.
There have been some great linebackers there the last few years, and some great pass rushers, too, from that edge. Guys like Jeremy Cash have been special. It's not for smoke and mirrors. They're moving them for a reason.
Sims, pocket was crumbling. He got rid of it near the 45-yard line and incomplete. Fair catch is made by Robertson. Bobby Dodd Stadium. 0 for 1 on 3rd down. This is Brice. Just did get rid of it. Puts an air under it. It's too far for the receiver, Jared Garner. And
we're lucky that one didn't go flying up in the middle of the defense.
Wilson punting. Man, what a punt. McCollum backtracking at the 5. Lost the handle. Ball rolls into the end zone. And Duke covers up. Touchdown, Blue Devils. Shaka Hayward.
Hayward, who's been the lone spark there on the defensive side. Some big-time plays. Hustling down on special teams as well.
Gibbs taken down. Marquise Waters.
Now flanking Sims, but both these teams have had trouble fumbling.
Gonna run it. This is Gibbs accelerating away from the Duke team. Gibbs cut down near the 20. Mason, Jordan Mason on the run. Gibbs had the long run earlier in the quarter, and now Mason pops one free.
Had him against Syracuse a few weeks ago. Just guys doing a great job on the offensive line, that first initial wave, and then there's nobody home the rest of the way. No secondary. You know, it feels like in this last month. Let them run this play here so they go quick.
They're looking for the end zone. James, the catch is made. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Malachi Carter up to get that one from Sims. Wasting no time, lofting it into the end zone for the score.
Plenty of time up front, and And decent coverage there, but you can't let any space in between when you've got those big bodies. When those eyes get big, you got to whip that head around and try to find that football. And it's so tough for those defensive backs when it's underthrown a little bit on that outside shoulder. And nice job by Carter. Just look at him, make sure those feet are in. Nice body lean on his first carry there for Durant. Here he goes again.
Bounces off the first would-be tackle, not the second. They went and got him. Tariq Carpenter, number 2.
A bit hot right now. He's running like he's mad. He wants to provide the spark, and Tariq Carpenter's not letting him light it.
0 for 2 on third down for the Blue Devils. They'll swing it out to Durant. He's going to have enough. Just shy of the 35, but enough to grease those chains and move them for the Blue Devils.
44-yard line.
About 7 yards on the previous play for the Clemson transfer. Unloads that one behind his intended receiver, Darryl Harding Jr.
To the end zone in a recovery by Duke. We've got a new return man here.
Porter Wilson, who has averaged 59.5 yards per punt so far, sends this one down to the 20.
On the field for his buddies, it's a third down and long here.
4 or 5 on third down. Sims standing tall, and that one bounces in front of Malachi Carter. He was engaged with the defender, Jeremiah Lewis.
A lot of reps over the last few weeks of throwing that football. You could connect on a couple, get that confidence back.
So Brice with a higher percentage toss to Durant. Room to run. Georgia Tech side of the 50, and enough for the first down, right at the 46-yard line.
Now he's running at a different level, I think, really, than anybody else right now.
Around the edge. Down near the 30-yard line, and another first down. Durant this time again.
He's explosive as it is. He gets up there to that line, and he gets out of those cuts so fast. And you see he's by those defenders, and then at the end of every run, he's always falling forward. Good pad level.
He's got it again, trying to stretch it out. Won't be able to do it. They gang up on him. Caleb Oliver, first man on the scene to drag him out of bounds. 1 for 4 on third down for Duke. Just run it ahead. Noah Gray was in there. Put the head down.
See what they got right here on the third and medium.
2 for 5 on third down. Brice, quick release over the middle, inside the 5. Noah Gray with the catch. The Devils try the leaping attempt. Touchdown. Mateo Durant went airborne for the score with the ball inside the 1.
Well, we got to look right here, right down the line, and that's a good call. That's a touchdown. We didn't have it directly.
Georgia Tech leads the overall series 51-33 with 1 tie. It leads at home 29-14 with 1 tie. Smith regathers. He's got the 25. He's got the 35. That almost broke away.
Going down to the ground, or in this case, just popping up and seeming to hang forever in the air. It can help out a returner because it helps to set up a couple blocks, and he does just that, takes advantage of it. A good job, Dylan Leonard, doing a good job pulling up and not blocking his guy in the back to draw a flag.
Sims trapped and dropped. Chris Rumpf. Watch out for number 96 in white and blue.
Zoom call. And his dad said, you know what, you're not finishing when you get to the quarterback. Well, he's missed 1 on Sims in the first quarter. He's there with fellow freshman Jeff Sims in the backfield.
We had Mason under center on the previous play. It's a safety valve pass, and it's going nowhere to Gibbs. Robertson is the deep man for the Blue Devils. Kent to punt. A twisting grab near the 21-yard line for Robertson. We last saw them with a home victory against Charlotte. Lost the victory bell game to North Carolina. This pass over the middle, and a diving attempt near the 35. Dennis Smith. What a pass, and a better catch by Smith inside the 35 of Georgia Tech. Smith from Brice.
They better hurry. They're over that ball again. There he is inside. Just dropped in there. It's a guy who's had some experience, 3rd year in the program, and Gunnar Humboldt, the sophomore.
He's got to go back and get this one near midfield. That ball bouncing around. It's loose. at the 40. Georgia Tech football.
It's a little high, but he needs to catch that. That ball needs to be brought down, and oh my goodness, first snap. Cutcliffe's team.
This play diffused by Duke. Gibbs driven backwards. They'll give him forward progress to the 40.
Best coach he's ever done is winning an ACC championship with those Duke Blue Devils.
Yeah, back in 1989, the defense trying to get to Sims. He got it away. Carter the catch. Malachi Carter has first down yardage.
Their excellent job by Sims. Not panicking, making a few guys miss, then setting up shop and getting it out there to Malachi Carter.
For the Blue Devils, now 2nd and 10 from the 26. Up the middle. Gibbs angles into the end zone. Jahmyr Gibbs, second rushing touchdown of the night, and that one goes for 26 yards.
Collins talks about the flexibility of this freshman, and he can do a lot of things, but you know what he can do. What's really easy and what he does best is just run fast, straight ahead. Little bit of patience, letting those big bodies go and clear things out. In that second wave, yeah, if you're getting beat up front, those linebackers, they've got to do a better job. Rocky Shelton didn't make the trip, and then he gets hurt.
Wants to throw this one as a receiver near the 40. Calhoun adjusting to the football, and that's out past the 45-yard line. First down and more for Duke. On 2nd and 2, Jackson rumbles up the middle. Jackson makes a move at the 20. And they finally catch him near the 5, and a flag came out somewhat behind that play as Jackson was running away from the defense.
Watched it live, and it looked like he was doing all he could not to. He just couldn't resist almost, trying to help us. It's going to come right now from the left of your screen. It's right in there, and there you see the yellow jacket go flying.
So they enforced the penalty from the spot of the foul. 3 for 7 on 3rd down. Calhoun on what appeared to be a backwards pass, and he goes nowhere. Fellow freshman Jeff Sims at quarterback. Poise, complete. Gibbs on the run. Down to the 40 and sliding down awkwardly and still down and shaken up slightly is Jahmyr Gibbs at the 40 of Duke.
Yeah, we saw him limp off earlier, but this one looks a little bit different. I mean, he turns on those jets right as he hits that midfield line. It just, looks like his hamstring. But, man, he was about to go all Michael Johnson on us.
I don't know that he was not even touched.
No,
Just a misstep, right? As the back to the left of Sims. Loose, was pressured and got rid of it. Good decision by Sims at the last second to just toss that one out of bounds. Now up to number 2 in the college football playoff rankings, and a winner today against North Carolina. Flag is out. Tossed down near the 5, but well out of bounds. Commissioner Swofford's office and all the support folks in and around the ACC. That's on the Georgia Tech side of the 50 and caught. Dennis Smith. Pass complete, 35-yard line. Eli Pankow.
Brought him back here. You've got a 3rd down and 9 now after you're moving the ball at will.
And 3 of 8 on 3rd down. This one down to the goal line and caught for the touchdown. Mateo Durant hauls it into the end zone. And the Blue Devils an extra point away from tying this game after the 30-yard pass play. To Durant.
No, sir. Out there on top, man-to-man coverage with Wanye Thomas. Thomas is just standing a little flat-footed, lets him run right by him, and has to grab onto him a little bit. How about the one-handed catch? Blends in, you don't get caught.
Lesson learned. Oh, this is in the end zone. Did Georgia Tech get it back out? No, a safety. Safety indication. That was Mason on the carry. Jeremiah Lewis Gibbs with a tackle in the end zone. Because that penalty brought the ball back to the 2, James, they're coming out of the end zone. They don't get out.
Well, and it starts with the special teams blunder. A couple big special teams blunders by Georgia Tech. Gave Duke their first.
Second down. Brice gets tackled. Touchdown. Jordan Dominic has the football. Snap. About 4 yards deep in the end zone.
Well, look at Dominic just run right through the would-be blocker. Just blows him up. And then knocks the ball away from the quarterback and goes and finds it himself. That's the want-to we were talking about. Thacker's got to send his guys out there with. How about that? Forced fumble recovery, touchdown for the guy from Lakeland, Florida, Polk County boy.
4 for 9 on third down for Duke. Another high snap. Brice has it. Incomplete. So Brice, after the incompletion, 12 of 23, 186 yards. And one score. Porter Wilson. Lancado, fair catch. Brice threw a 30-yard TD pass. Gibbs has a couple of rushing TDs, including the 61-yarder on the first series of the game for Georgia Tech. Sims. That summary, by the way, we just gave was not sponsored.
It should have been. I don't know how many more games you're going to get, if you're going to get a spring practice or what. So just working a little bit in live situations and getting some good reps here. A very young football team, especially the quarterback, Jeff Sims.
Sims with 34 seconds to go in the quarter. And that one short and intercepted. He got hit as he threw it down the sideline. Michael Carter on the interception for Duke.
Just run it out a little bit and gone into that halftime locker room with the lead. Trying to do a little bit too much. The pressure is there from a very good pressure front. And Carter taking advantage of that duck floating up there as Jeff Sims was hit. And now Duke is back in business with 25 seconds left here in the first half.
Durant the back. Brice throws it. Incomplete. Jared Garner got a hand on it. To Charlie Ham, who's made 10 of his last 11 field goals in 12 of 14 for the season. 35 yards away. And Ham drills it through. 4 of 11 on third down in the game. Brice putting some touch on this one near midfield, and it falls incomplete. And the flag comes out. Calhoun was the intended receiver. 45th meeting between the teams here at Bobby Dodd Stadium. Turn that corner. Big hit. Mateo Durant was the ball carrier. Carpenter came up to smash him.
This is a pop right here. You're in a vice between David Curry, the defensive lineman. Who's the big man there? 91.
But out of the lineup right now for Georgia Tech. Durant right side. Durant gets spun down.
With the punt block unit. Return. Yep.
They are going to fake this one. Little jump pass at midfield. Down to about the 45 or so.
Well, you got to be alert. Nice play call. Nicely drawn up, too.
What a catch. Noah Gray threw the pass.
They go back. We talked earlier about the guys going back and adjusting.
I'll check the record books, but I'm going to say that might be his first reception of his career. Deflected and intercepted. Tariq Carpenter. Carpenter at the 30. Back across the field. Darting down inside the 25. The pass by Brice was deflected and intercepted by Carpenter.
Wow, after the fake punt, and there, David Curry, I told you he's had his hands on the ball all night long. He didn't get this one, but it doesn't matter. His teammate Tariq Carpenter does, and working hard, trying to take it all the way to the house. A nice return after the interception. And how about this play? Just when Duke really seems to put the hammer down with the fake punt.
After the deflected pass by Brice. Sims looking to the end zone. It's a touchdown, Georgia Tech. Jalen Camp with the grab.
And then the big strike. How about that little touch from Jeff Sims? Beautifully thrown football and Camp into the end zone. Georgia Tech 35, Duke 26.
In order to get to know their strengths better, Jalen said that Jeff really understands how each receiver is different and how important it is to grow each relationship.
Third receiving TD of the season for Camp. That's Stinson on the return. He hops over the 40.
Back to the end zone for Camp. Very tough throw. Executed perfectly. Ball's out.
Jackson fumbled. Recovered by Georgia Tech at the 39-yard line.
Football over, not just with the interceptions, but throwing it on the ground as well. And look at David Curry again. David Curry tipped the ball that Tariq Carpenter.
Recovery by Trey Swilling, the junior for the Yellow Jackets. Mason bashes his way up toward midfield.
His defensive-minded head coach.
Mason again at quarterback, Jeff Sims.
Cage just ran through his guy. Jeff Sims runs through the tackle.
Sims down that 30-yard line. Everybody's chasing him, and he goes out of bounds at the 25, just inside of it.
Watch up top first. Watch 51. Just puts his offensive lineman blocking him flat on his back, and then Sims tucks it and goes. Again, runs out of the arms of Chris Rumpf, and then many others there on that Duke defense.
Now with that most recent incompletion, he's 10 of 19. That ball's on the turf. Did Duke fall on that after creating the separation between ball carrier and football?
I think so.
There's a fight for this one.
I think Jordan has it, doesn't he?
There it is. Duke has it. Natural surface here at Bobby Dodd.
Well, they keep on penetrating. There you go. Rumpf slicing through there. Knocked it down on the ground, and his buddy Drew Jordan picking it up. Duke back in business.
2nd and 10. Brice has some room. There's a penalty marker out behind the play.
Chase Brice.
There's a Georgia Tech player shaken up. The 404. Brice. On the edge. Caught, and the run by Deion Jackson.
The consistency is just lacking, whether it's penalties or turnovers.
That's a backwards pass.
Yes.
That's on the turf and available. Georgia Tech comes up with it. Good hustle and recognition.
Thing to recognize, watch there down at the bottom of your screen, recognizes and reacts in a hurry and runs right by the would-be blocker, Marwidi. He's down there, he's then flies back up in the middle on defense, staring it up there and in on that tackle. And, you know, looked at those notes. He shocked us with the fake punt just as he did. Whether they've been blocked or missed. So you got to think this is 4-down territory right here.
6 of 10 on 3rd down. It's going to come up well short of the 35.
Make it 4th and 2 by jumping.
0 for 1 on 4th tonight for Georgia Tech. This pass juggled on the sideline and incomplete. Incomplete. 4.5 minutes to go in the 3rd quarter. Duke with the football. Calhoun. And Jalen Calhoun up there in midfield, right at the 50.
You mentioned earlier, Tom, that there hasn't been any rain. It rained pretty hard last night late. You run it like this on a defense, it opens up these passing lanes.
13 carries, 47 yards for Durant. It's enough for a 1st down as he adds a few more to the total.
Help out your buddies a little bit too much. They hit you with a big play-action pass, and it's really costly.
Brice with the time. Wide open man. Garner turns toward the pylon, and he got in. Jared Garner, 28 yards to the house for the Blue Devils from Chase Brice.
He's going to come all the way across this field. Here you see the play-action pass, and it holds everybody. And now David Curry, you know, he still drops, but it's a little bit late before he realizes what's going on behind him. He's done such a good job of staying underneath things. As it looks like he's supposed to be passed off. But a nice play call. Well, that was kind of close there, wasn't it?
Well, he kept his footing and then extended the football, James, inside the pylon, looked like. Look at this angle. Spinning it right toward you. And able to stay in bounds.
Nice.
Officials right on top of it.
It's bow time. No telling you.
Sims, 40, and down.
Jeff Sims on the
Sims taking off for the run for Georgia Tech. James, that's 28 yards for Sims.
And it sure looked like a designed quarterback run. Gave a quick peek.
Back to the live action with Sims. It's forced out of bounds inside the 25-yard line. Sims with the time. That's complete. Racing toward the end zone. Sanders. Touchdown, Georgia Tech. Got away from his defender and took it in from 24 yards away.
Sims. Most young guys like this, they get the pressure. They're going to tuck it and run because they had a lot of success with it in high school. He stands in there strong, knowing he's going to get hit. And then Adonicus Sanders, seeing this guy in trouble, comes back to that football. So a 3rd down and 10, and this is a big one deep in their own territory here.
There's 3rd and 10. Pankow driving his way. He might have gotten it, James. It's going to be really close.
Down in the red zone. They'll miss him here on 3rd. They need 7 as Tech's walked up showing blitz.
Just 1 for their last 5 on 3rd down for Duke, and that pass is too high. Porter Wilson, who hit one 70 yards earlier in the game. It's covered by Georgia Tech. The deep man was Blancato, but he was nowhere near that ball. 1-3 this season here at Bobby Dodd Stadium, and 1-2 in conference play at home for Georgia Tech. Mason around the edge. Flag came out well behind the play as Mason turned it upfield to the 40 of Duke, but let's sort out this marker. Sims has run it for 76 yards tonight on 9 carries and thrown it for 142 yards. Pocket deteriorates. Sims evacuates and gets pushed out of bounds at his own 40.
There's a nice catch. A
little bit of window dressing there on that play, and it's a 1st down rush up to the 47 for Jordan Mason. 2nd and short. Guess who? Like a torpedo through that line. Slicing through the Duke D for Mason.
Ben Fry, Derek Tangelo, and Victor DiMuccaci can hold their own. That's what makes it really impressive. Look at
the mesh was good there. The handoff up the middle to the end zone. Dante Smith takes it to the house for Georgia Tech.
Can run the football. Just as we talked about running the football, how it sets up the run, it also, you get guys cheating when they are running the football, not just on a play action pass.
49-33. The difference was 2 at halftime. 28-26. Stinson dragged down past his own 40.
Stinson returns the kickoff.
Stinson with a 39-yard return.
Here's a 3rd and 6 and a big one here for Duke. Blue Devils need to get something going here.
8.5 minutes to go in the 4th. Chase fires and knocked away on 2 flags at least, maybe 3 over there. Tonight. Little pump. Trying to buy time. Sack, Georgia Tech. Stone on the play for Georgia Tech.
Well, just working. Look at the big man. You got to finish. You got to finish. Like Georgia Tech, to drop Brice again.
First sack this season for Stone over the middle. Bouncing around and incomplete.
You got to hang on to those footballs. Instead, it's 4th and 16 now.
They are 1 for 1 on 4th down, but this is 4th and long. Another sack at midfield.
Polk County, Lakeland, Florida. A lot of great defenders have come out of there. Guys like Ray Lewis from Lakeland Kathleen. He went to George Jenkins, where sacking is a pleasure, like Publix, right? He's missed a couple sacks, actually, as well. And then, of course, Pitt, with all of their sackers, they're coming in here on December 10th on a Thursday night. That was a tackle for a loss.
Pitt lost to Clemson earlier today. The Yellow Jackets on 3rd and 7. He's got it. And this is their only game in November. As they roll inside the 25-yard line for a first down.
Competition is absolutely king over in Tuscaloosa. You fight and you earn these spots every single day at practice.
This is Smith. Smith to the end zone. Dante Smith. Second rushing TD of the night. This one for 22 yards. Did well to catch the snap. Sims gave it to Smith, and he did the work.
A good job, too. You see there on the right side of your screen, Adonica Sanders blowing his guy.
James, watch Sims at the end when he gets in the end zone. He'll tell us how many touchdowns he has tonight. Watch him. Watch him. 2. Put up 2 fingers.
Kids these days also call that the deuces.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, so wow. I don't know. It could go either way. I'm not sure.
Man.
I'm not really hip to that, dude.
They've waited a month to celebrate, and they're doing it tonight. And that is way above the Tech's average of 374 per game as far as total offense is concerned. All those numbers mean that Georgia Tech with the big advantage, especially on the ground. For them now is going to be a negative 13 on the season. Pass complete to Bobo. Scheduled for December 19th this year, James. It looks like it could be a rematch, right, in that title game, December 19th, James?
The COVID test and the bye week, and then, of course, the trip to Tallahassee for just a vacation.
Clemson won today 52-17 at home against Pitt, the last team to defeat them. It's the final seconds tick off the clock. David Cutcliffe and the Blue Devils will leave with a loss. It's their first in the last 4 games. They had a 3-game winning streak in the series, but that is over now thanks to the 56-33 win for Jeff Collins and Georgia Tech.